internet. It's time once again for gaming with Max Von Puppet. That's me. Today we're going to look at a great little party game called Are You a Werewolf? I have here a nice little deck of cards to play the game with that was published by Looney Labs, the same people that brought us Flux. It makes playing a lot easier as there are actual cards that assign the roles to the players, but I'm getting ahead of myself. This is a popular game, and I'm sure many of you out there have played it, or maybe its parent game, Mafia. Mafia got its start in 1986 at the Moscow State University and was created by Dmitry Davidoff. He created the game to aid him in his psychology research as well as teaching high school students. And he wanted to play a game where there would be two groups, an informed minority, the Mafia, and an uninformed majority, the Innocents. It quickly gained popularity in other universities and then spread from there to Europe and America. In 1997, Andrew Plotkin, an interactive fiction writer and programmer, created the Werewolf theme, stating that werewolves had a more significant cultural reference than the Mafia did. The game played the same though, he just basically reskinned it. I was introduced to the game as Werewolf myself, which is why I'm showing it to you this way now. Plus, I have these cool cards, so there's that. In the original version of the game that was created by Davidoff, we just used regular playing cards to assign the roles that players would take in the game. Here's how the game works. Werewolf is a true party game, in that you need at least 7 people to play, and you can play with up to 15 people. I wouldn't really recommend playing with more than that, though. The rules are deceptively simple. There are 2 werewolves, and the rest of the players are villagers. This particular set of cards by Looney Labs also comes with the Seer, who has the ability to determine what everyone else's roles are. Roles are determined by shuffling the deck and dealing cards out to everyone. Normally, when I play, someone usually volunteers to be the moderator, who's kind of like the referee in the game. But if you want to, you can deal that card out too and make the game totally random. No one but the moderator reveals what roles they have, and all cards are kept secret and dealt face down. The game is played in day and night cycles, and for the moderator there's this nifty little script to help him describe what happens during those day and night cycles and guide the game. But it works basically like this. At night, everyone closes their eyes. The moderator then asks the werewolves to open their eyes and choose together who their victim will be. This person is then killed and is out of the game, though he won't know that until the morning. Then the werewolves close their eyes again, and the moderator asks the Seer to open their eyes. The Seer then points to a person, and the moderator gives a thumbs up if that person is a werewolf, and a thumbs down if it's a villager. The Seer then closes their eyes, and night ends. It's recommended that on the first night, no one is actually killed, and that the first victim is some random imaginary villager. This allows everyone at least one round to play before being killed. And that's it for night. The moderator then has everyone open their eyes for the day cycle. He then announces who was killed during the night, and now everyone gets the opportunity to vote on who's going to be lynched for the vicious murder that happened during the nighttime. This phase can take as long as is needed until there is a census of who to lynch, although it's recommended that the moderator try and get everybody to move along to a decision before the game drags on for too long. Role-playing and lying is highly encouraged during this phase. You can tell anyone what your role is if you wish, but you can't reveal your card. This means that the werewolves can lie that they're the villager, or even lie and say they're the Seer if they want to. The Seer, of course, can reveal who they are and point out who the werewolf is, but they risk becoming the victim the next turn. Once the selection has been made, that person is lynched, and that person is then dead, just like the victim from the night cycle. Dead people reveal what their role card was. Once you're dead, you're a ghost. You're out of the game, and you're not allowed to talk during the game. Though you also don't have to close your eyes during the night cycle either. Gameplay continues alternating through day and night until either all the werewolves are dead, or the number of villagers equals the number of werewolves, at which point the werewolves rise up and slaughter the remaining villagers. If the werewolves are killed, the village wins. If the villagers are killed, the werewolves wins. And that's pretty much it. There are, of course, a number of variant rules out there that add more roles to the game or allow for more werewolves or larger groups. I recommend that you Google those to find out more. The best part of this game is that you really don't need to buy this special deck. You can play using a normal deck of playing cards, like I said before. I've linked below the original Mafia rules, which describe how to do this. Or you can just make up something simple, like, say, jokers or werewolves. Remove all but one ace, which then becomes the seer, and everyone else is a villager. Or whatever you want, really. There is one thing I would warn about before playing this game. It can get pretty boring if you die early in the game, so I recommend having another game nearby for the dead to play, like maybe Zombie Dice. Other than that, though, it's a total blast to play. I've played this game in person, at conventions and parties, as well as online via message boards where the roles are assigned via PM. And it's just as fun either way. And that's it for this week. Don't forget to like, comment, and click that sexy, sexy subscribe button. Until next time, keep playing games. Bye!